In 2019, at the University of Eswatini Kwalisini campus, 44% of the university's female students reported an attempted or completed sexual assault. This gender-based violence occurred despite significant decreases in the rates of sexual violence against women since Eswatini enacted 2 laws to protect women and children in their country. Unfortunately, statistics like these are not isolated, and the impact of gender-based violence is felt around the world. Its reach extends to every country, social class, ethnic group, religion, and socioeconomic status. Like so many, gender-based violence has touched my own life in several ways. My grandparents married in their teens. Although they remained married until my grandfather's death, the first 3 decades of their marriage were filled with physical violence. The resulting trauma impacted our family for generations. Other types of violence and abuse have characterized many of our marriages because our definition of abuse was limited to physical violence. Although the world has made much progress in gender equality, this video shows how far we still have to go.
Oi, look at her. Very nice! Yeah, she's alright.
Yeah, no worries. See you soon. Bye.
Watch it, love.
Hey, beautiful. Give us a smile. Bet you look much prettier when you smile. Aye, don't ignore me. Come on, love. Think you're better than me, yeah? You're not even that fit.
What, you're not going to invite me now?
Yeah, you're asking for it dressed like that.
Are we off tonight? She definitely wants it.
Oh, he's sexy.
Do you think this is okay?
Gender-based violence can feel hopeless, but there are things we can do. Psychology provides helpful insights into causes and potential solutions. Power control theory explains why some people use violence to maintain dominance in their relationships. Patriarchal systems reinforce the idea that masculinity requires power and control. Social learning theory can explain why generational cycles of gender-based violence exist. Because children imitate what is modeled for them, when they see violence inflicted on their mothers, they are more likely to become victims or perpetrators themselves. Biopsychological factors such as imbalances of neurotransmitters and interruptions in normal brain function can contribute to violent, aggressive behavior. Victims and children experience negative effects such as decreased mental health and cognitive functioning, higher rates of infant morbidity, intrauterine growth restriction, premature births, behavioral problems, skill regression, mental health decline, and low self-esteem. Researchers have found that highly patriarchal cultures that privilege men above women often hold views regarding violence against women that range from normalized and expected to tolerated and insignificant. While cultural sensitivity must be a factor, human rights violations should never be tolerated, regardless of the culture into which a person is born. Instead of focusing on ineffective strategies like anger management, rehabilitation programs for perpetrators must address underlying beliefs and attitudes, teach healthy perspectives on male-female relationships, increase empathy, and support positive masculinity. Victims and their children need safe, supportive spaces where they can feel comfortable seeking help without judgment, social stigma, or retaliation. Services should include options for safe housing, financial assistance, and basic needs like food and clothing. Education about gender-based violence and mental health support for everyone involved is necessary to prevent re-victimization and the perpetuation of cycles of violence. To reduce gender-based violence, intentional early interventions must be a priority. If adolescents are equipped with positive attitudes and healthy relationship skills before they develop patterns of violence and victimization, we can begin to see the tide turn. When we all get involved and effective strategies are implemented, gender-based violence against women can be prevented, and we can all look forward to a more peaceful future. By listening to and believing survivors, educating yourself, resisting myths and stereotypes, and advocating for more support services for victims and their children, as well as legal and policy changes, you can help end gender-based violence.